A tool to track the work of police and their interactions with those they're sworn to serve and protect. 100 Syracuse officers will start wearing body cameras through a free trial program. Let's get the facts first on CBS 5 News at 6. The Syracuse Common Council approved an agreement with Axon that will give 100 city cops those cameras. The private company will give the cameras for free for 1 year. The goal is to have officers wearing them by June. If the city chooses to continue with this program after a year, it would cost $189,000 for the first year. After that, the annual cost would be $164,000. Now it's up to the department to decide whether they want to use them. If they do, the 16 body cameras currently in use most likely won't work on the new system. Those cameras were put to use this time last year and were purchased through a grant from the Department of Justice. New at 6, CBS 5's Dan Massinio reports.
The interaction between Syracuse police officers and the public is about to get a whole lot more attention. In the next month, dozens of officers are expected to hit the streets wearing body cameras.
It might be a good idea because then you won't have to deal with stories going one way or the other.
The new cameras come after a year-long pilot program with just 16 cameras. Deputy Chief Joe Cecil says at first officers were not too sure about the technology, but months later, it's quite the opposite.
And they're asking for them because they feel more comfortable when they have them on. The public obviously feels more comfortable when they see them on, and it seems to be a benefit for everyone.
Officers wearing cameras does bring up issues of privacy and policy. Cecil says in some circumstances, officers will be able to mute or turn off the camera, like in the case of a sexual assault interview with a victim. But the specific policy for the officers is still being worked out.
Giving the officers very little discretion as to when they can turn it off, but certainly give them reasons why they can.
An overall policy guide, including how the footage will be used, whether or not a citizen can request the cameras be turned off, and the release of the video, all still need to be decided on.
Really use it as a mechanism to look at how they're used, when we use them, where we use them, how data is stored, how we're able to garner the information to learn during this year the best way to do this.
City officials say they've heard from many neighbors, the majority saying they want these cameras. Syracuse police say they want more community engagement with this issue. They're looking to set up workshops for people who would like to know how the cameras work. They say to clear up any misconceptions about them.
We've heard overwhelmingly from neighbors. They want more body cameras on the officers. They want more cameras installed throughout the city because that's a deterrent to crime.
And I was told today this has been a priority for the Walsh administration to get more cameras on officers.
Follow that policy. I'd love to see what's actually going to be written down about it, Dan. Thank you. New information.